Hi everyone, I'm Haley Davis and I'm originally from Noblesville, Indiana. Something unique about me is that I've played piano since I was 3. At first I really didn't like it, but as I got older I learned to appreciate it, and I even went to compete at my state's music competition and got gold at it. This is my last semester before student teaching, so I'm really excited about that. I hope to be able to apply what I learned in this class by just understanding what each genre is about. There's so many different genres of children's books, and which is good to know about because each student likes something different, and having a better understanding of that will be able to help pick out books for kids who really necessarily don't like reading and make reading enjoyable for them. So, here are my list of my top 10 children's books. Not all of them have an explanation, but some of them do. So my first one is Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. I put this as my first one because when I was little, my mom would always read to me like bedtime stories, and this was one of them. And as little, she would always talk about, as we got older and got left for like graduated high school, went to college, graduated college, got married, talking about all the different possibilities and things that I could do with my life. And as a little kid, like I really liked that because it meant that there were so many different possibilities and so many different dreams that could come true, and I really liked that. The second one is The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. The third one is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom by Bill Martin Jr. I really liked this one as a kid because when my parents would read it, they would just read it with so much expression, and it was such a good bedtime story because I just liked hearing their expression. My fourth one is Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. My fifth is Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Sixth is Brown Bear, What Do You See by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carlisle. This is another book that my parents would read to me, and I really fell in love with this book because they would say the Brown Bear, What Do You See part, and as a little kid, I got a chance to kind of practice my reading skills and read the next page to them. So it was really fun just to be able to read with my parents, even if I wasn't quite good at it yet. My seventh is the Magic Tree House series by Mary Pope Osborne. This was really the first chapter book series. We had almost all of them. Anytime there's a book fair, we would go get one. And this is the book that like I would work on reading with my mom before I go to bed. It's just, I loved taking my imagination to all these different places that they went to, and just being able to practice like in a kid chapter book was really beneficial for me, and I loved it. Number 8 is A Bad Case of the Stripes by David Shannon. Number 9 is The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carlisle. And number 10 is Junie B. Jones by Barbara Park. This is another one of those series that as a kid I remember, I read most of them, I didn't read all of them, but this really, again, helped me fall in love with reading because it was a chapter book that was at my level. And again, my mom would help read it to me every night, and we would like read chapter by chapter, and if I didn't know a word or didn't kind of know what was going on, she'd help me, and then if I did know what was going on, if she thought I read too fast, she would quiz me to see if I knew. And it's kind of just how I really fell in love with reading. Most of these books my parents read to me growing up when I was really little, and I've learned to appreciate the time that they spent because looking back on it, I really did enjoy reading as a kid. So there's some things about me.